Do you remember that day when we were coming to San Diego with 5 suitcases?
All the way from India with those 5 suitcases. And as an immigrant, it's always an open question. How long is the journey going to be in the sense, what kind of work will you do? Where will we settle down? So we landed here straight into a hotel and figuring it out from that point.
Another memory which I think of very often. We were sitting
Yep.
at a
Yep.
beach and we saw a girl and a boy dressed in casuals. The boy was wearing shorts and a shirt, and the girl was probably wearing a dress. It looked like they were getting married. And in 15 minutes, the ceremony was over
Yep. Yep.
and they congratulated each other, hugged, and that's it. They were married.
Yep.
It was the biggest shock of my life because our wedding ceremonies lasted for a week.
Yep.
My parents were planning, your parents were planning, your sister was
400
planning,
people coming.
everyone.
It just went on forever. The ceremony itself was like probably 9 hours.
Right.
That it just solidifies, then wow, you got married versus a 15-minute event at the beach saying that, yeah, hey, I do, and move on.
Yeah, no, I would not do it any other way.
Absolutely.
But I've been questioned. So, did your dad arrange you with this
Yeah.
boy? So, did he have to pay him money?
The image that many people have about it is just two strangers just meeting on the day of their wedding and then
Okay.
getting married. But it's definitely not that, right? So we had almost 6 months of knowing each other, going on dates, hanging out, a good enough time for me to know you. My family was like super excited, and your dad asking me about my motorbike.
Yeah.
First time he met me, I'm like, oh yeah, how fast do you go? And I'm like,
Yeah, it
it's
was a very casual conversation. And I was like, yeah, that's how families are supposed to be. There was no awkwardness, which I think I appreciated a lot.
yeah, I was lucky enough to have met you in that way.
Then fast forward today, we're raising 2 kids here in San Diego.
Having grown up in a city like Mumbai, an urban city where it's a melting pot of so many people,
Very
of so many
cosmopolitan.
different, religions and cultures, and you get exposure to so many people that are so different than your family, and you become more accepting. Being in San Diego now, I'm happy in that way that our kids are growing up where it's very diverse. But nowadays, with so many options, I'm kind of worried about how our kids would grow up.
Yeah, sometimes me too. It's definitely different than growing up in Mumbai. But then I also feel like we're raising them. Hopefully, we will be able to inspire them. But I think we will also have to be very open to learning new things. The end goal is I want the kids to be happy. That's it.
True. Buying our first house here and having both the kids born here, it now finally has made San Diego as a home because it's always going to be this as their childhood and their
Yeah.
first home.
Every single evening when we put our kids in bed and when we're cleaning up the kitchen and then end of the day, one warm hug, I'm like, this is life.
Yeah.
This is what I want. I'm very, very grateful for everything.